Here we are, the second part of my university update video. Yay! To talk about exams and my results. Super fun. Okay, so my exams. Basically, we here get an exam period, which is like 2 weeks of exams. You don't have an exam in everything, only certain things. I had exams in philosophy, intro to psych, and physiology. Anything before that is tests or things like, they call it like mini tests that you have to pass before the exam period. So I had tests in stress, social, economic stuff, academic skills, intro to psych, like seminars and all of that. You basically have a test in every seminar. You don't have an exam in seminars because seminars are for the lectures that you have an exam. You need to pass the seminar in order to sit the exam. So that's how it works. So the week of starting my exams, it was the 1st of February, which was a Friday, and in that week I had like a test on Monday, Tuesday, I had a retake on Wednesday. So that whole week was so stressful and life was just hectic because I was so worried, so stressed about so many things, and especially passing and doing good in these exams. The week after that I had a physiology exam, and then the week after I had, on that Monday, I had philosophy. Intro to psych was terrible. There was 200 topics that were going to turn up in the exam. Like, the professor sent out a list of these topics that were going to potentially turn up, and like, they weren't just little subtopics and keywords. No, they were lists of things. It was, the revision for that was just tragic. So when it came to the exam, I was just so nervous, but it turned out okay, and I actually did better than I thought that I would. Also, just to say, I'm not one of those people that says I'm gonna fail and then gets like the best grade. That's not me. Like, I was looking through my answers and I thought, I'm gonna be lucky if I pass, because I had no idea. Like, I guessed a lot of the questions. Then my physiology exam, it was on a Wednesday. It was actually a really positive day, and I thought the exam went really well. The result, however, it wasn't like that. I'll talk about that in a second. Then philosophy, another one I was struggling for, and there was just so many concepts. Like, the professor spread out all these topics and so on, like really weirdly. There were like 6 main things, and then there were like, I don't know, 10 philosophers for each of that you had to know, because the exam was 3 written questions. Also to say, my first 2 exams, they were all multiple choice, which was amazing for someone like me. But this one, it wasn't so great, and again, I thought, yeah, I knew the philosophers. Yeah, I thought I wrote enough. I thought that was going to be okay, but again, that didn't go to plan. So now let me tell you my results. Let's start with not my exams, but like seminars and such. So everyone has to also do an English class, and I don't have to do that. And so I had to speak to someone and show them my exam results from my levels, and they've given me the best grade. Yep, that's something that I'm not failing. That's my best grade. So just to say how like the grading scale works here, you get either a 5, a 4.5, a 4, a 3.5, or a 3. A 3 is a pass, a 5 is the best you can get. So really, in like UK measurement, okay, let's say a C is a 3, 3.5 is a B, A is a 4, 4.5 is an A star, and the 5 is like the best. You sometimes have to get 100% to get it, so it's like an A star. Yeah, like 100% is a 5, 60% is a 3, so whatever that works out. Okay, English, I got a 5. Yay. So I had a workshop, which was, I didn't talk about that in my video, I'm so sorry, I knew I forgot something. But I had a workshop on like basics of psychological support, interpersonal skills training, which was just like interpersonal skills, like talking to people about trust, communication, non-verbal communication, stuff like that, and it just dragged. It was so long. It was always for 2 hours, and I mean, yeah, I had some fun, and it was a good opportunity to talk to people, but I didn't like it because you had to speak in a group, and I always stuttered and went red and said the wrong things, and we had to write a written piece, and for that I got a 4.5, which I was surprised with because the grade was the written work plus contribution in class, and my contribution was like non-existent. So academic skills, I got a 3, and that was a test. I was kind of not happy about that, but whatever. The psychological and economic basics of entrepreneurship, I think that's what the class is called, I don't know, I got a 4.5, which I was so surprised with because the class was split into two parts of the semester, and so we had to do a test for each teacher or each professor, and like for me to get a 4.5 overall, that must have meant I must have got like a 4.5 in each test. So I was so surprised with that because I was very worried and didn't think I passed the first one, but whatever. Cultural psychology, I got a 4.5. We had to write a written piece again, so yay. Psychology of coping with stress, I got a 3.5, and I cried a lot that day when I found out about this grade because I revised so freaking much. I'm sorry, I revised so much for that test. It was my favourite, and I didn't get, like, I was at least hoping for a 4, so I was a bit sad about this one and kind of sensitive about it all, but whatever. I've gotten over it, I promise. And then social psychology seminar, I got a 3 because I failed the test and had to have a spoken test, which went tragic. I don't know what happened to me in there, like I couldn't even speak, so that was tragic. She probably was like, yeah, let's just keep it as a 3. And now for the exams. So introduction to psychology seminar, I got a 3.5. Kind of annoyed again because I did a presentation, I wrote an essay, whatever. Exam, I got a 4.5, and here I was so shocked because what? I was like expecting a 3.5, but a 4.5, that was just like the highlight of my day, and I think I had a really tough day that day as well, so this was like the most happiest thing ever. Philosophy, hey, that's kind of weird that we didn't have a seminar of philosophy but we had to do an exam. Philosophy, I failed. Here it is, the F word, failed. I've said it before in this video, but this is in terms of exams. Yeah. Then biological mechanisms of behaviour physiology, seminar, I got a 3. So happy about that because I was shocked. And the exam, I failed again. That was really tough for me, finding out that I failed 2 exams. Also finding out that I was the only person to fail physiology in the whole year. That was also really hard to hear. Yeah, that exam, like physiology, I didn't think the exam was difficult. So yeah, that's all that I'm going to talk about. That's all I'm going to say. Failing something sucks. But I can do it. I'm going to get through it. And I'm happy with some of my results from the semester, also not happy about some. I don't know what to think right now. I just like, once I get all my results and with the 2 retakes, then I will have time to think about, was this a good grade? I don't know. I don't know what I'm even saying, so I'm gonna go now because I've just been rambling again. Thank you for watching this video, and if you've also failed something, you are not alone. Yeah, I have a lot of things to say about failure, but that's for another video. So thank you for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye!